Hello everyone, welcome back to my little world. I'm Katie and I'm here today with Charlie and a couple of my babies, and I would like to welcome you to our little afternoon video. I have a goal today. I wanted to change a couple of my babies. I managed to change Marcel, my Roux, yesterday, so that left my Ramsey and my Evie. That was the plan. I don't know how that plan is going to go, but I have my Julian. I will try to attempt to feed him also because I have a little chat here, but before I do that, I decided to change him because I haven't had this boy on camera for a long time. He was on rotation and I have been smitten with my newest babies. I have to admit, my older babies in my collection, they didn't get any attention. Catherine got some only because I took her to a doll show, and Julian nothing. So I thought I would just show this boy here, and I will show you also my Marcel's outfit, and perhaps, I don't know how that's going to go because I want to do a little feeding and I have a little topic to talk about. But I will see how it goes. I would like to maybe perhaps even change Evie, or maybe I'll do it this weekend during the live stream. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to put this little outfit on him. And this is one of my favorite outfits. It has removable bib feature. And also, it has little like built-in sockies as well. So you don't need to put socks on your baby. So I'm going to put this on him and chat. So hopefully everyone has been doing well. I have been preoccupied, and yesterday I actually had the time to make a video, but my mind was just racing. So I decided it wasn't probably the best time to discuss things or to make a video because sometimes it takes me forever, and then my headache, I felt like I was getting a headache, but thanks goodness I didn't. I took a very long walk with Charlie and that always helps. So yeah, so this is Julian. He is Ramsey by Cassie Brace. This kit has been sold out. It's very sought out kit still. It's a limited edition, sold out limited edition. So, and for the longest time, this has been the only boy in my nursery. This boy was actually the first boy baby, aside from my etiquette, that I completely fell in love with. I was so smitten with this baby that for almost 2 years I wasn't craving any boys. And I wasn't even adding any boys into my collection. What is happening here? Don't you? Oh, I don't like when this happens. What's going on here? We have 3. Okay, Kate. Come on. So that was my Jules. I mean, I had trouble. I got Rosalie. I sold that baby. I got Rosalie, and I had Rosalie done as a boy as well. And I could not bond with Rosalie. One of the reasons why I couldn't was that I was still smitten with Julian, with my Ramsey. And this is such a sweet boy, a sweet scalp. Look at the face. I'm going to put this bib feature actually on him since we're going to do the feeding. This is perfect for the videos as a prop or even the outfit. And I can, as I said, you can pull this part over their feet and you don't have to put little socks on the baby. I'm not going to do it. It is kind of chilly in Chicago, but we're inside. So I'll just, and I love to look at baby feet. Look at those little tootsies here. And my Julian, he was a custom order. I don't know what's up with that, but I have these little like pairs of babies. I had this one done as a brother for my queenling. And I wanted this baby to be super, to have all the bells and whistles and features. And I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really, really like details like scratches and baby rash, zits, milk bumps, capillaries, all that. And this baby truly, it looks like he truly, truly needs scratch mitts because he has all these baby scratches and a little zit. I don't know if you will be able to see. He's very super, super detailed, this baby. Okay. So, baby, I'm going to get you your bottle, but before I proceed, I'll just show you my Marcel because I will not be feeding this baby. I just wanted to show you this boy. He's my Roux by Cassie Brace. Look how Roux is so tiny compared to Ramsey. Ramsey is a perfect newborn size. So this shows you how Roux is super, super delicate. This baby has delicate features. He has longer and slim limbs, not skinny though. I feel like Roux is one of the most delicate and delicious Cassie Brace's sculpt to this day. I absolutely love him. He is the perfect awake baby if you want to have a newborn or small newborn. He has been sold out. His edition of only 600. And he has been sold out. I had this baby forever on my list, but I had to wait, and finally last year I started this custom. He was made by Alicia Rodriguez from Spain, and he's also the brother, or he was done as a brother to my Evie, to my prototype Evie by Laura Eagle. So they share the same artist. If you go to a couple of my videos back, a couple of weeks back, you will see the video when I'm holding Evie and Roux together. So yeah, and his little outfit is so precious. I had this outfit for him way before I even started his custom. So this is, and I just found it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have been saving this outfit forever. This is little baby do two-piece set, and it has little teddy bears sitting on planet Earth, and it says I love universe. And this is super, super sweet and delicious. So yeah, I love this set. So yeah, this is my Marcel, and I will change Evie probably later, not in this video, because I want to proceed to the subject that I want to talk about. So anyways, I will be right back. I'm going to grab Julian's bottle and we will be back in couple. Oh my goodness, you guys, it took me forever to find the perfect light and perfect angle, and then I realized I didn't bring my bottle, so I had to start all over. Anyways, I have Julian here, I have the bottle, I have Charlie Sauer behind me. He was sleeping right next to me, but I have been fidgeting so much that he actually is laying right behind me at the moment. Anyways, before I start, I'll just show you Julian again. This is Ramsey again by Cassie Brace, and he is a perfect newborn size or up to 1 month. He is a chubby sculpt. So if you're looking, if you love the baby rolls, baby chubs, this is a perfect sculpt for you, and it's super cuddly. It folds into your arms like this. And I like my babies to be on a heavier side, even though my back gets funky, and I don't cuddle my babies a lot, but I still, when I do, I want them to have some substantial weight. I want them to feel like real babies. Anyway, so let me grab this bottle so I can start talking. I'm going to talk about something, continuing this series about me collecting, kind of going to the beginnings of it, because I had a few questions from my new subscribers. I think these ladies are newish collectors as well, and they were asking about the first reborn, about shopping for your reborn, what I'm looking at. You don't even have to be newer. I think everybody's kind of like interested how fellow collectors are navigating the reborn world. Excuse me, buying and selling. So let me give him his bottle. He already has this little beep feature on his outfit, so I don't have to do that. Just okay, Jules. Let's give you your bottle while Mommy's rambling. So anyways, how I started collecting. I started my channel in 2016, but I bought my first reborns in 2015. I discovered them in the fall, and then I took some time to do my research to see what I was looking for, to determine my budget. So first step for everyone when buying a new baby, even if you're a new collector or seasoned collector, it doesn't really matter. I think budget is the thing that we all start with. You want to determine what price is okay with you, and if it makes you cringe or uncomfortable or would pose any kind of trouble of you paying any other bills or for any other activities. I mean, you don't want to make your life or your hobbies only about the dolls. At least I feel like that. And this is a very slippery a hobby sometimes, because we tend to want more and more and more, and yeah, it can be kind of sometimes problematic. So I would say start with a budget, determine how much you are comfortable with spending on your first doll. I got my first dolls, I got 2 dolls in a span, those were my first reborns, and I got them in a span like a week, maybe, perhaps. So it was right before Christmas. We were getting ready for our vacation, and I really wanted to come back home to a reborn because I was decided. So I was browsing within, as I said, within the budget that I was comfortable with. And my very first reborn was a boy, actually. For the longest time, ladies and gents, my nursery was purely girl nursery. And I will go into that right now. So my very first reborn actually was a boy, and he was really sweet. For the first reborn, he was okay. I feel I liked the doll. He was a brand new doll. I got him on eBay right directly from the artist. He was within my budget. I felt comfortable paying that money. And let me tell you how much I paid for the first one. I think for Oliver it was like around $300 plus the shipping. So it was cheap. I mean, especially for these days with prices constantly rising. So it was like something between $3 and $350. I can't remember like exactly, but he was a Cozy Kid by Linda K. Smith, and he was adorable. This sculpt was one of the sculpts that Bountiful Baby was selling, but these were sculptors, like sculpted sculpt. These were not real borns. They don't do it. I don't know if Cozy is still available. I don't think so. That was like years ago. But this was a newborn sculpt. It had partial limbs, and that was a problem. As a new collector, I didn't realize, I didn't even know the difference, how I would feel about partial limbs. I didn't know. I mean, you don't know what the heck you're doing. The truth is, when you start collecting, you don't know what your preferences are going to be. The only way to learn is go through it, I think. Nobody can walk that road for you. You have to do it yourself. So that's how I feel about that. So yeah, it was the first reborn. And plus, ladies, remember, I think majority of people, they don't keep their first reborns. Unless you are really that sentimental, and which is nothing wrong with that. But I think as we go, we learn, and we kind of want to level up, or maybe our first choices are not the most lucky choices, as I say. So, you know, yeah, so my very first one was a cozy by Linda K. Smith. I think that's her whole name. And the second one, which I purchased not even a couple of days later, while we were in Florida already. That was Elise, because I was watching Yvonne's My Little Tulips channel, and I absolutely fell in love with Elise Sculpt, which already was sold out when I was watching her channel. So it was, I didn't really have a lot of options, but I was lucky enough that one lady was selling few of hers. She fell in love with the sculpt when it came out. She bought a couple of the versions because she kept seeing these cute versions. She couldn't decide. So she bought a couple of them, and then she sold the ones that she couldn't bond with. And one of them was within my budget, okay, within my reach. It was more expensive than my cozy, because obviously this was a sold out limited edition. This was Elise by Cassie Brace. I absolutely loved by Caroline. I bonded with that little chub instantly. I had her for like 2 years. She was she took my breath away, that baby. She had full limbs. I had so much fun dressing that baby. And so yeah, I think that was like a really fortunate purchase, because I got her for a steal of a price. I got her from a very sweet lady. You want some more? Okay. I'm actually still friends with Marie. We started chatting, and then we befriended each other on Facebook, and we remained friends all these years. She even became an artist, and we still chat. She has a little Maltese, and she's a dog person as well, and she had a kitty. I think one of her kitties passed recently. So anyways, we remained friends. So that was really like, I think my when I started collecting, my experiences were only positive. Both of the sellers were amazing, even the artist. She was, I would say, not totally beginning artist, that because the baby was cute and everything, she wasn't really exactly advanced, but I mean, we have to kind of match our budget with our expectations. Of course, if you have a budget of, let's say, $400, $500, you have to have realistic expectations, just like any other levels, like of collecting or budgets, even a higher budget. With these prices climbing, what let's say $500 got you, or $1,000 got you a couple of years ago, it's not going to get you all that these days. And this is just me saying, yeah, it is how it is, as I always say. So there you go. You can get a beautiful baby from an artist who is just trying to find their way to get her name out there, or his name, mostly her name. It's mostly females in this hobby, the artists, and so they started with great prices. And if you're lucky and you find this artist, and if you start following them, you can score some amazing babies. Then it's just natural that every artist, if they're going to get better, or if they get better, and let's say many of them score prototype, their prices are going to just grow. I mean, it's inevitable. It's a natural way in any business. And for artists, yes, this is an art, this is an outlet, this is something that a lot of us love as a hobby. But for an artist, it's also a business and a way to make money. For a lot of them, it's just a sole source of income. So I would say start with the budget. Determine what is making you, as I said, comfortable, and try to find the baby finished, or even on a second-hand market. I had a couple of babies from the second-hand market. My Esme, I was her second mom, my second Esme. And my first Esme, I think I was a third mom. Yes. So you can score a great deals but with that, I think you need to have some guidance in there, because you know, it's I bought my dolls on eBay, and eBay wasn't ridden by scammers and counterfeits and all that nonsense so many years back. These days, when I click on eBay, 90% of dolls that are recommended to me are counterfeits. When I click Reborn, it's absolutely atrocious. Atrocious what's happening on eBay. So I would really just try to find the guidance within the community. On Instagram, a lot, like majority of artists are posting their work in progress and their rules, how they're selling, all that on Instagram and on their Facebook pages. Every artist, or most of the artists, they have their nursery page now, so you can contact them and you can talk to them and see if, you know, if this artist is offering a payment plan. Maybe that's something that you're looking for. Maybe that's just easier for many collectors not to do one payment, but kind of like spread it. And if the artist is doing it, that's great. That's absolutely great. And there we go. And the price and everything. Sometimes people ask me, how much did you pay for your baby? And because they're, let me burp him. Because they're looking for the way, you know, to determine if that baby would be in their budget or not. My answer to that, ladies, every baby costs differently, okay? It depends on the kit, how much is the kit, on the size of the kit, what kind of hair you want. If you are a returning customer, that plays a role with certain artists as well. And when people, some people don't understand that. So you have to understand, ladies, if you are on the market and if you have been buying from certain artists, let's say since the beginning, I have been, sometimes people are like talking smack about a couple of us here on YouTube, but I have been buying these dolls from these same certain artists that now I use the term prototype artist or Ayora or master artist. Yeah, I have been buying the dolls since, for some of them, since the beginning, when they became a professional artist. They were not Ayora back then. So that shows you that, you know, so when I say yes, I buy from these artists, I have been buying from them ever since they even were on a map. I started buying from Europe, from Russia. Nobody was buying from Russia. Everybody was still stuck, you know, on this idea. Oh my gosh, how are they going to ship from Russia? Are we still in the middle of Cold War? That was in 2016 when I bought my first doll. That was my Chloe, my first Chloe from Svetlana. So, yeah, it's good. Where was I? So yeah, many of these artists were just getting on a map, and they didn't have a huge customer even base here in the United States. So you know, of course, the pricing, if you are a long-term customer and you brought them, if you're bringing them a lot of business, let's say, if you're buying a lot of custom orders or babies, if you are fast on a payment, if you have been, as I said, with the business for years, of course, the price is maybe not with everyone. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I'm getting these discounted dolls. Let me tell you, most of these artists are not, they don't operate that way. But some of them they do. So it's nice. So, but that's why people, it makes no sense asking other collectors. It can give you an idea, let's say, but not everyone likes to answer that question, especially when it comes to more expensive dolls. They want to keep their finances private, or their spending habits, I would say, more private. And you can always, you know, you can always go to the artist and ask them directly. I think that is the way to go. So my for this little episode or little chat, my advice would be, when you're looking for a new reborn, your first reborn, or it doesn't have to be your first reborn. I always say, look for the budget, look what you can get, and determine the size of the baby. Determine maybe perhaps the sculpt, because sometimes when you approach the artist and they're still, you're lucky enough that they're still taking customs, which is another problem in this community, because less and less artists are taking custom orders. So many of them, when you approach them and if they are still taking custom orders, they will ask, okay, so which sculpt? Because they need to know the size, they need to know if they perhaps have it in their stash, or they have to order it, or if this is a rare sculpt. Sometimes collectors, they don't even know what is sold out, limited edition. They have no idea that the sculpt is not being sold anymore, that perhaps the kit's value multiplied since the kit was readily available to public. So these are all factors that need to be taken into consideration. So you should have at least idea what kit you would like to have reborn when it comes to custom order. And if you're looking for baby on a second-hand market, which is for many people, it's more doable if they want a better quality, because they can get a better price for babies on second-hand or third-hand market. So as I said, budget, have an idea what sculptor or what sculpt, not sculptor, what sculpt you would like to buy and all that. So to answer where to get the babies, I still think that the dolls on eBay, you can find, especially secondhand dolls, I think, I'm not buying on eBay. I haven't bought from eBay for years, ladies. So I'm just telling you, I bought my first dolls on eBay, but that was years ago when the eBay wasn't ridden with all these counterfeit dolls. But I think that you're pretty, nowadays everything is on Facebook, as I said, and Instagram. So if you follow, there are plenty of Facebook groups where people are offering babies daily. From their own personal collections, then artists are posting their work in progress or finished babies. So many people, they don't like to have custom orders. They like to have finished dolls. So I would just go on Facebook. I would definitely not order from any of the websites out there, except of Reborns.com. None of the other ones are reputable. They're just scamming websites. There is nothing like silicone reborn, and there is nothing like when you click and you see a gorgeous baby for $100. It's a no, ladies and gents. I stand firmly on counterfeit market. My life is coming because I have been talking to Laura Eagles in the past 2 days about something, so I will be updating you on that situation. But definitely to all new ladies, if you can, just save your money and buy yourself a legit baby. Don't waste your hard-earned money on those websites. But this video is not about that. I just wanted to put it out there. So if you feel like you want to use a website, or because many people think that they want to use a website, I just always say only Reborns.com. Nothing else. I don't know how Mercari. I know that a lot of people are buying and shopping on Mercari. Never bought a Reborn from there, like ever. So what I can recommend is Facebook and Instagram. Follow people. A lot of people constantly buy and sell, so you can really score a great deal on a baby there, or maybe have your money ready and just follow that baby that you love. You know, you just never know. People sell their dolls. Even I sell my dolls. I don't sell my dolls very often, but I do, and I was planning on selling a couple of the babies. I still am not decided if or which ones, but I definitely, Instagrams are the first place where I announce when I'm going to sell the doll. And sometimes I just did the selling video. It was not even a selling video. It was the video when I was showing the details of my tail, but that was the first time I actually did on YouTube. But most of the time I do it on my Instagram. So my followers who are on my Instagram, they get the first dibs on the baby. Anyways, ladies, so that was the first, or the second, I would say, episode on buying tips, or how I bought my first Reborns, what I'm looking for, and how I determine what I have on hand when deciding on a new baby. In my next episode, I think I will be talking about how I'm picking up the sculpts, what's important for me these days, and how I kind of pair the sculpts with sculptors. So anyways, I want to thank you for sticking till the end of my rambling video. Julian says hi, and Charlie, of course, Charlie's right behind me. Charlie, hi honey. And there he is. Marcel says hi, aunties and uncles. We want to thank you for being here, and we will see you in our next video. Please stay close because my life is coming, and I may have even a personal message from Laurel Eagles to all collectors and artists out there. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.